Shalom to the elect of Israel, to the whole elect of Israel, you Hebrew Israelites, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, West Indians, and Haitians. Got to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shai, the Most High, the Heavenly Father. His Hebrew name is Yahweh, not Yahweh, not Jehovah, not God, not Elohim, not Most High, not Lord, not Yah, not Jah, not Ahaya, not Allah, not Abba, not Yahuwah, not Hashem. It's Yahweh. And his only begotten son name in the Hebrew is Yahweh Shai. Not Yahshua, not Yeshua, not Jesus Christos, not Jesus Christ, not Serapis Christos, not Yeshaya, not Yehoshua, not Yahusha, not Jesus. It's Yahweh Shai. So got to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Rekah Qurash. Double honors to the apostles and elder bishops and elders of great millstone, rule well, who teach well, who are the apostles and elders of all Israel, whether accepted or not. And a sincere salutation to all the Octan pushing this truth and believing this truth with the four winds of the earth, the entire world, shedding light to the whole elect. Shalom to the wealth who are listening and learning. If you sisters who are listening and learning, I'm Isaiah from GMS Orlando Camp. Coming to another lesson. Again, I'm Isaiah from GMS Orlando Camp, Prophet of Doom. Coming to another lesson in true facts, faith, and edification. Another day of edification, Lord witness be edifying. So I titled this lesson, Karen and Keisha both getting it. As the mistress, so is the maid. Karen and Keisha. Karen being a so-called white woman, and Keisha being a so-called Negro woman. But the Latino women catching it too. But I titled it, Karen and Keisha both getting it. As is the mistress, so is the maid. Lord was be edifying. All right, so check this out. Now, this is a couple of days ago. A gator overturned this woman's canoe. Come to find out, it's a Shedemite. Check this out. I'm turning this volume down. You're gonna make this too long. Couple points. A lot of live lessons going on right now. A lot of live camp lessons. I want to get this in. Lord willing, this be edifying. Check this out.
Story has now made headlines around the nation. A woman pulled under, killed by a gator. Since we broke the news of her death last night at 11, we've learned she was 61 years old. And we've learned her husband also ended up in the water. It happened while they were canoeing about 50 miles south of Kissimmee, where the mouth of Tiger Creek feeds right in to Lake Kissimmee. That's in Polk County, east of Lake Wales. News 6's Troy Campbell went to the woman's neighborhood.
Right now, we're standing outside of the community where the victim lived in Davenport. We spoke to several neighbors who say they're shocked and saddened to hear about the deadly gator attack. Neighbors inside the Citrus Ridge community in Davenport, identifying these social media photos as 61-year-old Cynthia Diekma.
This is a devastating loss, and our hearts go out to everyone affected by this tragedy.
FWC says just after 4 o'clock Tuesday afternoon, Diekma was canoeing with her husband near the mouth of Tiger Creek on Lake Kissimmee in Polk County.
We've launched a full investigation into what happened and are working closely with our law enforcement partners, our biologists, and our wildlife specialists, and the Polk County Sheriff's Office.
Investigators say the canoe they were in went over an alligator in about 2.5 feet of water. FWC says the alligator likely got spooked when the canoe rode over it, causing the gator to flip the canoe. The couple was thrown into the water. FWC says Diekma's body was found shortly after.
She ended up on top of the alligator in the water and was bitten. Her husband attempted to intervene, but was unsuccessful.
So we drove her, talked to the FWC officer that was on shore, and he said that they were looking for her.
Vicky and Gary Croft say they were at Lake Kissimmee Park while the rescue was underway.
This is their house. I'm not scared of them because I ain't going out in no kayak or canoe. Because the splashing of the paddle is what draws them. They love the thrashing of the water. And when you do that, you're just attracting them.
FWC does also remind the public that human gator attacks are rare. They also say their trappers will remain out near Lake Kissimmee to ensure the safety of the public.
Hey, remember, the so-called white man was feeding our ancestors' kids to gators, man, to make belts, boots, purses, and wallets. And it's been heavy with these alligators attacks. Since the first one a few years ago with this little Edomite little boy at Disney. They were actually at Animal Kingdom, and the gator got hold of his little ass. Yeah, and it's been nothing but Edomite, so-called white people gator attacks down here in the Sunshine State. Hold on, let me drop that. I got another one here. Let me put my. I'm sorry, let me do this. Open this up. There's been a lot of them, man. And the Lord just give these Edomites back for what they did to us, man. So let me get this here. I got one more here on the same topic. Now, they saying it's multiple gators. Let me see. Now they saying it's multiple. Hold on, bear with me here. And the Lord getting these Edomites back what they did.
County. An investigation is underway right now after an alligator attack in Lake Kissimmee State Park.
FWC says 2 people were canoeing.
Hold on. Let me drop this one. Come back to me. And bear with me here. I'm looking for the one. It was another one. Okay, let me let this play while I find that. Okay. Just let them play.
Breaking tonight in Polk County, an investigation is underway right now after an alligator attack in Lake Kissimmee State Park.
FWC says 2 people were canoeing when a woman was attacked. And 10 Bay's Chris Hurst is in Lake Wales tonight.
Chris, these attacks, they're unusual, but it is gator mating season right now.
Yeah, Courtney, FWC couldn't say whether that actually contributed to this attack, but it comes just 3 months after another woman was bitten by a gator near the boat ramp at Lake Kissimmee State Park.
Gator grabbed her out of the canoe. He's trying to fight the gator off.
Just after 4 this afternoon, the call came.
At the mouth of Tiger Creek on Lake Kissimmee.
A woman attacked and dragged underwater by an alligator while on the water with a male companion.
The sheriff's office helicopter responded along with FWC officers by vessel. The helicopter spotted the victim floating in the water, and FWC officers recovered her from the water where she was pronounced deceased.
Little was confirmed tonight about the attack. We don't know the names of the couple, and it's not clear why it might have happened.
FWC officers will work with our biologists to determine the factors that led up to this incident, and the medical examiner will ultimately decide the finding.
Hey, let me tell you why. Let me tell you why. Somebody they're trying to figure out. Let me tell you. Let me show you something. Wisdom of Solomon. What's that? Wisdom of Solomon. Is it 11? No. Bear with me here. Let me get this. Tell me so they can figure out what it is. I'm gonna tell you what it is. The Lord, man. The Lord said He gonna stir up His creatures. Let me see. Let me type it in. I forget where it's at right off. The world shall fight. The Lord said He gonna use His creatures, man. Bear with me here. And it also applies to the Israelites, man. The Lord gonna use the Israelites. That's that Ezekiel. What's that? Ezekiel 25, starting at 12 through 14, and then bear with me here. I'll tell you why it's happening. Because the earth is tired of you Edomites, 5 and 17. Okay. I said 15. This is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 5. In verse 17, it reads, he shall take to him his jealousy for complete armor, and make the creature his weapon for the revenge of his enemies. Remember what they did to you so-called Negroes? They used to take, while women was working, hanging out clothes in the field, picking cotton, they used to take the babies and use them as gator bait, man. Sit the babies on the bank of any lake or pond and tie the rope around the stomach, the waist of the baby, and so they can get ready to pull the baby, but they let the gator clamp down on the baby. Or they let the gator get out the water, come to the baby, and pull the baby back some, let the gator come out the water, pull the baby back some more. Can you imagine a baby being drilled by a rope? Every time the gator get closer and closer, they pull the rope in some more to draw the gator out. They did that, man. The so-called white man did that. Real time. He shall take to him, Wisdom of Solomon 5 and 17, his jealousy for complete armor, and make the creature his weapon for the revenge of his enemies. He shall put on righteousness as a breastplate and true judgment instead of an helmet. He shall take holiness for an invincible shield. His severe wrath shall he sharpen for a sword, and the world shall fight with him against the unwise. Hey, everything is fighting against the so-called white man now, man. He done destroyed the earth. So let me drop that and get this other one. Then we're going to get on Keisha. Keisha. Mo Isha. This is, let me get this one. Now they saying, this is another thing. Now these devils saying it was more than one gator, right? So it's more than one gator. And listen to what they doing. Can't make this up, man. Check this out.
Marlene, wildlife officials say they have captured several alligators, and one of them may have been the one that attacked a woman yesterday on Lake Kissimmee, killing her.
Now, what they say, one bad apple spoiled a whole bunch, right? So now they done caught multiple gators so they can check the teeth for this one gator, these gators, to see which one killed the woman. And then what? You're going to put them to death. But you're going to let the other ones go. See? That's why the scripture said, Wisdom of Solomon 5 and 20, his severe wrath shall he sharpen for a sword, and the world shall fight with him against the unwise. Everything is going to fight back, man, because everything has spirits. There's life in everything. Plants, the air, trees, the animals. We all got life from the Lord, man. It tell you in Job. Let's get this in Job real quick. This is Job 36. No, Job 34 in verse 14 it reads, starting at 13. Nope, let's start at 12. Yeah, surely God will not do wickedly, neither will the Almighty pervert judgment. That's one. Everything happened for a reason. If he set his heart upon man, Job 34 and 12. Yeah, surely God will not do wickedly, neither will the Almighty pervert judgment. Who have given him a charge over the earth, or who have disposed the whole world? If he, Yahweh, set his heart upon man, if he gather unto himself his spirit and his breath, all flesh shall perish together, and man shall turn again unto dust. If now thou hast understanding, hear this, hearken to the voice of my words. The Lord say, all flesh, if he gather unto himself his spirit and his breath, all flesh shall perish together, and man shall turn again unto dust. I thought about this one. Ecclesiasticus 39, and it reads, verse, is it 39? 38. No, it is 39. Bear with me here. Ecclesiastes 39 and 28. There be spirits that are created for vengeance, which in their fury lay on sore strokes. In the time of destruction, they pour out their force, which the gator did to this Edomite woman, and appease the wrath of him that made them. Fire and hell, and famine and death, all these were created for vengeance. Teeth of what? Wild beasts and scorpions, serpents, and the sword punishing the wicked to destruction. They shall rejoice in his commandments, and they shall be ready upon earth when need is. And the gators was ready. You finna put a canoe on a 2 deep. It said the water was 2 feet, some change deep. You gonna put a canoe on that? They shall rejoice in his commandment, and they shall be ready upon earth when need is. And when there is time, it say, and when their time is come, they shall not transgress his words. You out there playing with the Lord, man. Listen, man. You tempting Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua. And you Edomites, you love to tempt the Lord by going scuba diving, bungee jumping, rappelling, right? The rock climbing, rappelling, parasailing. You love tempting the Lord. The so-called white man love tempting the Lord. As much as it's convenient, flying is tempting the Lord, man. That's really tempting Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua, man. So these niggas created planes so they can tempt the Lord. But prophecy had to be fulfilled when Esau say he shall mount his nest amongst the stars. So prophecy had to happen. So let's play this. Then we're gonna get on Keisha.
The victim, Cynthia Dekima, was killed while canoeing with her husband when the couple was knocked from their kayak by a large alligator. Channel 9's Nick Pampantonis joins us live now from Lake Kissimmee, where this happened. And Nick, trappers are still out there looking for other gators.
So they're looking for other gators. Everybody's in captivity on the so-called white man. That's sad, man.
And it's not about getting all of them, Greg, just getting the right ones. We actually have an alligator friend that we're watching. He's on the move right now, Declan. If you can see him out there in the middle of Lake Kissimmee here. Looks to be a pretty little guy.
Yeah, that's
the
a baby,
gator
though.
described in this attack is 11 feet long, is what wildlife officials are saying. We measured that. That is the distance between this post to my left here and this post to my right.
How safe is the lake out there? We place public safety at our highest priority. That's why we have officers and trappers still on scene today.
That ain't what they asked you. He asked you how safe is the lake. Hey, in the Hebrew, it's either yay or nay. You either saying it's not safe or it is safe. The nigga said, that's Esau though. This is why we got protection and round the clock. And no, man, is it safe? And the answer is no. No, it's not safe. They're still tempting the Lord.
Florida wildlife leaders dealing with the main question on people's minds after a second alligator attack on the same lake in 2 months. But Sky Witness 9 watching trappers out in full force Wednesday using airboats to find and capture the gator behind the latest incident. Wildlife leaders say a husband and wife drifted their canoe over the gator Tuesday, likely startling the animal at the height of mating season when alligators are normally more aggressive. They say the gator thrashed around, knocking the couple into the water, the wife landing on top of the gator. The husband trying to save her, but ultimately unable. She was identified as 61-year-old Cynthia Dekima of Davenport.
I feel for the family. I give my condolences to them.
Signs throughout Lake Kissimmee State Park warn visitors of alligators. There have been a number of attacks throughout Central Florida over the years, mostly from children, swimmers, and boaters coming too close. Given their prevalence in almost every body of water, biologists call attacks extremely rare.
Don't provoke them.
Just a week ago, deputies with the Polk County Sheriff's Office ran into this 10-foot, 700-pound.
This 4 years ago. Salakia. Hold on here. I saw this, so I had to show it. Hold
on. Gator near a middle school. It's just the latest example proving if you live in Central Florida, gators can show up anywhere and at any time.
But just how frequent are those sightings and where are they spotted the most? We sent News 6 investigator Maris Badcock to find out.
Well, this all started with those few simple questions, so I went looking for answers.
Anyway, so look at this. Look at this fucker here. This was a couple years ago. 6 years ago, actually. Look at this.
All up the east coast of America, luxury developments are built on prime alligator habitat.
Look at this.
Golf resorts.
These are just living it up. Living la vida loca.
But at South Carolina's Kiowa Island, the water hazards, rough and rolling greens.
Look at that, man. Look at this, man. Look at this gator, man. These niggas out there golfing. Look at that big ass gator, man. Can you imagine those Gila monsters? Them big ass Gila monsters, man. Walking around like this. Teeth of wild beasts. Man, let me go back to the original. Salakia. Let me go back to this. Pull this back up. Finish this and go to this next one. Go back one more to this. Hold on, yeah. Bear with me for a moment. You got to go back to this. Because now they got multiple gators, man. That has nothing to do with this. They're looking for one gator, but they just snatching them out, man. Nobody is safe, not even the animals, man. Okay, run this back, and then I'm gonna jump to Karen real quick. I want to make this too long. All right.
The one that attacked a woman yesterday on Lake Kissimmee, killing her. The victim, Cynthia Dekima, was killed while canoeing with her husband when the couple was knocked from their kayak by a large alligator. Channel 9's Nick Pampantonis joins us live now from Lake Kissimmee where this happened. And Nick, trappers are still out there looking for other gators.
Yeah, and it's not about getting all of them, Greg, just getting the right ones. We actually have an alligator friend that we're watching. He's on the move right now, Declan. If you can see him out there in the middle of Lake Kissimmee here. Looks to be a pretty little guy. The gator described in this attack is 11 feet long, is what wildlife officials are saying. We measured that. That is the distance between this post to my left here and this post to my right.
How safe is the lake out there? We place public safety at our highest priority. That's why we have officers and trappers.
He couldn't even answer the question, man.
Florida wildlife leaders dealing with the
They asked him how safe is it, and that's what he told him, man. He didn't get him the yay or nay.
Question on people's minds after a second.
And that's the problem with this bastard tongue, the bastard language, the so-called white man's language. There is a maybe, could be, it's possible. I think so. I don't know. I'm not sure. No. In the Paleo Hebrew, it's either yes or no. Do it or don't do it.
Alligator attack on the same lake in 2 months. But Sky Witness 9 watching trappers out in full force Wednesday using airboats to find and capture the gator behind the latest incident. Wildlife leaders say a husband and wife drifted their canoe over the gator Tuesday, likely startling the animal at the height of mating season when alligators are normally more aggressive. They say the gator thrashed around, knocking the couple into the water, the wife landing on top of the gator.
Can you picture landing on top of an alligator that's 11 feet? Man, the Lord is cold, man.
Husband trying to save her, but ultimately unable. She was identified as 61-year-old Cynthia Dekima of Davenport.
I feel for the family. I mean, I give my condolences to them.
Signs throughout Lake Kissimmee State Park warn visitors of alligators. There have been a number of attacks throughout Central Florida over the years, mostly from children, swimmers, and boaters coming too close. Given their prevalence in almost every body of water, biologists call attacks extremely rare.
Don't provoke them. Don't engage with them. Let them be.
And so the question is right now, how will they know which gator is the correct gator?
And what's the name of them other animals that walk around like alligators? I forget the name of them right now. I said Gila monster. It's another one. I forget the name of it, man. But they walk around like gators. Let's get the Keisha now. Let's drop that. So, hey, the precept go back to Isaiah 24, man. Hey, as the mistress is, so is the maid, man. Hey, the Lord is messing Keisha and Karen up, man. Let's check this out. Oh man, I'm gonna play this one first. Check this out. Hey, it's Salakia. You know, I'm just I'm just sharing the news. I'm just sharing the news. You heard me. Check this out.
Delaware. Cops decide to punch and drag a black.
Hold on, let me make sure this get this. Hold on here. Okay, on the screen. All right. So check this out.
Delaware. Cops decide to punch and drag a black woman by her locks. This is disturbing video. Here it is.
You said we're gonna wait for your person to come. What are we doing until then? Because I don't have any weapons.
See, Eve with her mouth, man. Eve with her mouth. Just be quiet. Get a man your license. They tell you to step out. Just step out, man. Damn Keisha, man. Big Shirley and them. Listen.
Weapons on me, and I know you.
I'm going to place you under arrest.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to be under arrest.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You know why?
Yeah, let me actually make sure I have your badge.
My badge. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'll be on the paperwork.
Perfect.
Okay.
That's beautiful.
Okay. So the reason I stopped you, multiple unsafe lane changes, no turn signal.
Oh, that's a
Your
lot.
tag is also suspended for no insurance. So your vehicle will be towed today.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Good.
So you want to step out?
So her tag is she don't got no insurance, so her tag out. You see how arrogant she is right now, man?
No, I'm wait. Your person comes.
Okay. Well,
you can stay right there. I'm not gonna pull off. You want my keys too?
We'll take the keys.
Okay.
It's going to be in the tow truck.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm having fun with you in court, baby. We're gonna have a day.
Okay. Well, that's all right. It's all this around.
That's awesome. I love that for us.
Okay.
I love that for us. So how's your day going other than this?
Well, I'd rather not be dealing with this right now.
Me too. But you decided to stop me?
Well, that's because you're driving in an unsafe manner.
That's not accurate.
That's because you're driving in an unsafe manner. You might not think it's accurate, but we'll go to court.
Hang on. I know.
Now, she has requested basically a supervisor, which typically is allowed. And he's waiting on backup. And she said, when they come, I will get out of the vehicle. When they came, instead of saying, get out of the vehicle, they decided to come with a different type of energy, even though the officer allowed her to remain there until a supervisor arrived.
She should have got the car off the rip, man. The scriptures say, agree with thy adversary quickly while it dies in the way, man.
Millions watching and many people benefiting from this program called Indisputable. We just need 1% of the viewers to become a paid member so we can continue to bring this content to you. Now,
you can't justify what she did. There is no way you can justify this. She should have got her nappy head ass out the car, period.
Back to the show. Here it is.
I'm going to pull her out and detain her.
First of all, you're not going to pull me out because I said I'll wait. Don't touch me. I said I'll wait.
Listen, I gave you every opportunity.
And I stated to you, I'm going to wait till your friends come. Don't touch me and I'll get out.
Get out of the car. Get out of the car. I'm not moving.
Shut up, bitch. Move.
Put your hands behind your back. Put your hands behind your back.
Don't put your hands on me. I said I was going to do it.
Get off me.
Then move.
I'm going to punch you in your face in 2 seconds.
Oh, okay, do it.
I got this hand.
What's wrong with you in court?
On the ground.
Don't give me time. Thank you, guys.
See, She said she gonna get them in court. What you gonna do? First off, you don't got no insurance. And down here in the Sunshine State, I don't know where they at. I don't know where the hell they at. Wherever they at. Well, I know down here in the Sunshine, your ass better have some insurance, man. Your license. So if you don't got no insurance, your license expired, your tag ain't, or you got good license, but your tag ain't no good. That's already proper cause for them to pull your dumb ass over.
Get on the ground. Didn't have to be like that. Get on the ground.
I'll get on the ground.
Get on the ground now.
Oh, honey, we don't have coats.
No, they didn't have to do that. But you refuse. What they call it, resisting arrest without violence.
Stop resisting. Get up. Now. I'm on my foot. Let go of my foot. Let go of my foot. Stay back. Stay back.
His foot now. Get off the foot now. Get off his foot now.
Still fight.
Oh yeah, 700.
All right, there's more video, but you get the picture. Put up one of the screenshots, okay? I want you to notice the hand that has grabbed her locks squarely. And also remember that when the officer...
That's it. Matthew 5:25. Agree with thine adversary quickly, whilst thou art in the way with him. Least at any time the adversary deliver thee to the judge, and the judge deliver thee to the officer, and thou be cast into prison. Hold on. Come back to me. I got two more Karens. And there we go. Oh, man. So check this out. Here's another Karen. British nursing student. Spirits created for vengeance, man.
Now to shocking new details in the stabbing death of a British nursing student on Houston's South Side. Elizabeth O'Dunsey was killed just over a week ago.
And now that student's roommate, 40-year-old Chester Grant, is charged in her murder. He's being held on a $500,000 bond at the Harris County Jail.
Orko Manna joins us live from there. Orko, you've been covering this case for days. You're now learning just how violent the stabbing was.
Yeah, Mia, we've learned that Grant is accused of stabbing O'Dunsey more than 24 times inside their apartment over an argument about his cat. Now, O'Dunsey's family is hoping to move her body back to the UK.
I'm about to graduate, and I really wish I had this during nursing school because it definitely would have helped.
23-year-old Elizabeth O'Dunsey often posted videos like this on her popular TikTok page, detailing her time in nursing school after moving to the US from the UK. This video of her dancing, mentioning being 2 weeks out from graduation, is the last post she made. It was uploaded just 5 days before O'Dunsey's life was cut short. Houston police say O'Dunsey was stabbed to death on April 26th inside her apartment on Goforth Street by her room.
Hold on, did I just see that? Yeah. Right here. Azariah. Original sound Azariah with an I. Mine just got a Y there. Well, I'm missing the R and the Y. Hey, look, Cutie Pie 32. Lord said, bring your ass back up here with me.
Just 5 days before O'Dunsey's life was cut short. Houston police say O'Dunsey was stabbed to death on April 26th inside her apartment on Goforth Street by her roommate, 40-year-old Chester Grant. Homicide detective.
Hey, can you imagine being born This man was born just to kill this girl. How cold is Yahweh Bahasham Yahushua? This man was born just to kill this girl. That girl was born just to die by the hands of this dude. Man.
Tell me the killing stemmed from an argument about his cat from days earlier.
Mr. Grant,
now charged with murdering a Dunzi, appearing in probable cause court this weekend.
the allegations in this case allege he stabbed his female roommate 28 times, killing her over some disagreement over his cat. So this is an allegedly extremely brutal murder with an extensive history of violence, which I find to be an extreme danger to the community.
A bandage seen on Grant's neck. Police tell me Grant tried taking his own life after killing a Dunzi, stabbing himself at least 6 times, including in the neck. The judge also saying Grant has had multiple arrests and convictions for violence from out of state. Adunzi's loved ones creating this GoFundMe page saying, quote, she moved from the UK to the United States to pursue her dream of becoming a nurse, dedicating herself to a life of care and service, and that their, quote, goal is to bring Tammy home from the United States to the UK so she can be laid to rest surrounded by her family and loved ones.
So that's it for that. I got one more Karen here and I'm gone. Now this Karen right here, man. Hey, straight gangster with it. You heard me? Straight gangster with it. Check this out. Let's go to this Karen here. Straight thugging.
At this hour, a Florida woman is sitting in the Jefferson County Jail on first-degree felony drug charges.
But that doesn't even begin to tell the full story. Her arrest stemming from one of the largest cocaine seizures in Southeast Texas history.
According to recent DPS numbers from the southern border, the street value of this cocaine roughly $17.3 million. The huge haul of blow found in a U-Haul trailer on I-10 eastbound between Brush Island Road and Hampshire Road in Jefferson County. The cocaine filling the entire corner of a room at BPD headquarters.
Tonight.
Now remember, the first chick they pulled on the chick, they pulled on her locks. She had blonde locks, right? Look at this. Here's another blonde head Evite.
The investigation just getting underway. KFDM's Trey Sanchez joining us live near Interstate 10 in Beaumont with this new at 10 report. Trey?
Hey, Interstate 10, that's that cocaine pipeline. Listen, they finna say it too, and listen.
Kimberly Aaron, Interstate 10 is still considered a major route for drug traffickers. This morning, Beaumont police and the K9 showed just how true that is.
That's that cocaine pipeline.
This towering display of cocaine weighs nearly 1,300 pounds. The seizure stems from a traffic stop at about 7:30 Thursday morning on I-10 East near mile marker 832. Investigators say the driver, 43-year-old Kedra Parker of Florida.
Look at her. Dude! Look at her. Now, the first Eve I showed you, she had blonde dreads. Now, this one here got blonde plaits. Blonde wig. Look at her. Dude, 1,276 pounds of cocaine worth 17 million. You finna get buried under the prison.
Florida, committing a traffic violation while driving a 15-passenger van towing a U-Haul trailer. K9 Rip, seen here in a BPD photo taken several years ago, alerted to the presence of narcotics. A search revealed 12 black and yellow totes containing about 1,276 pounds of cocaine. Police seized the drugs, hauled Parker to jail, and began investigating to see how high up the food chain they can go. In the drug investigation, one of the largest seizures in the history of Southeast Texas.
Yeah, so that's it, man. So that's it. And let me put, and hold on, let me go back and put Karen back on the screen. I wish I could put her. I wish I could put Karen and Keisha together on the same pic. Hey, man, the Lord ain't playing no games, man. Anyway, I just want to show this. The Lord is edifying. I got to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rekah, Kodash. Devon City apostles, now the bishop, now is a great millstone who rule well, who teach well, who are the apostles, now of all of Israel, whether you accept it or not. In a sense, it's a salutation to all the occupant, pushing this truth and believing this truth with the four winds of the earth, the entire world, shed light to the hopeful elect. Shalom to that worth will listen learning. If you sincerely listen learn through tuning in, may Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai continue to bless you in your houses. May the blessing of election be upon your houses. Till next time, I say Shalom, Wa Abba. This is Zephaniah 3 and 5. The just Yahweh is in the midst thereof. He would not do iniquity. Every morning doeth he bring his judgment to light. He faileth not, but the unjust knoweth no shame. This is Lamentations chapter 3 and verse 38. Lamentations 3 and 38. Out of the mouth of the Most High proceedeth not evil and good. Why is it not evil and good? Because it's this. Psalms 89 and 14. Ain't no evil. It's a proceedeth not evil and good. So what is it? It's called justice. Psalms 89 and 14. Justice and judgment are the habitation of thy throne. Mercy and truth shall go before thy face. Hey, till next time I say Shalom, Wa Abba. Kala Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai Bahashem Rekah Kodash.